More news breaking right now. Another Southwest flight has been forced to make an emergency landing. A window cracked. Could you believe that? Mid-air on a Southwest flight from Midway Airport headed to Newark, New Jersey. The flight was diverted to Cleveland for a, quote, maintenance review of one of the multiple layers of window pane. And the plane landed safely, thank God, and there were no reported injuries. That's why Al felt like he could yell Cleveland, because he knew nobody got hurt.
And it was Chicago they left from.
They were in good hands.
This is 2 weeks after another Southwest flight was forced to make an emergency landing when an engine explosion caused a window to shatter. And we all know the result of that. It did kill 1 passenger. So for more on this, we are joined by Captain Ross Amer, who is a pilot and renowned aviation expert. Captain Amer, can you hear us?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us. Both planes were the same model, so we have to wonder, does that sound off an alarm to you?
No, this was definitely an unrelated issue. However, very, very rare in this case. But it became a non-issue because the crew did exactly what they were supposed to do by descending to a lower altitude, therefore lowering the cabin differential pressure and then diverting to the nearest suitable airport. They did exactly a textbook landing. And like you said, no one was hurt. That's the greatest achievement.
How serious is a cracked window? Is that the very reason why you guys have multiple layers on them?
That is correct. These windows, the aircraft windows, are part of the structure of the aircraft. They keep the integrity of the pressure of the cabin. They're multi-layered, and therefore, as you saw with that picture, really there was no compromise of the cabin pressure at this time, just that crack. It could be because of pressurization cycles on these aircraft. They're getting a little old at Southwest, some of them, although they're getting new airplanes every day. And some thermal expansions cause occasionally, just like you would in your windshield of your car when it gets either too hot or too cold, or perhaps a rock thrown at it, but it doesn't compromise the cabin integrity.
And Captain Amer, first of all, can I call you Captain Rusty Amer? That's the best name I've ever heard. I want somebody to call me Captain Rusty Amer. Captain Rusty, as a passenger, how do we know that the plane that we're getting on is safe?
Good question.
Well, it is a good question. I would definitely try to pick a safe airline, and despite of these couple of visible incidents with Southwest, they're extremely safe airline. If you would, that with the number of takeoff and landings that they do, they are the biggest operator of 737 aircraft in the world. They do millions of hours of safe flying, and it just happened that these 2 incidents happened so quickly to each other. But air transportation is still the safest method of flying.
Thank you so much, Captain Ross. We do have to go, but our very own Jeff Schroeder has been dying to ask this question. So real quickly, the answer, what is the safest airline to fly on?
Well, there's no such thing.
Okay.
That's it.
Right,
I just need a one-word answer, but that's it.
All right. Thank you, Captain. Have a great day. Thanks for joining us.
Okay.
Thank you.
Ebony, what's coming up?